Good morning, welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be prepping these for paint, be getting the hardware attached to it, and we're going to fit them in situ. So let's get this video underway. The first step, I'm going to go over it with the belt sander just to take all the really rough edges off, and then we'll lift them in position and I'll show you how I scribe in each one. Just a light rub down, then once we've got them all scribed and cut to size, we'll prepare it properly before we paint. That's pretty cosy, just about spot on the halfway mark. Now when I put the other leaf on, we will have to put a cover piece that overlaps the joint, but that's not an issue at the moment. It's just getting that cut into size, which is perfect. Now I need to determine roughly whereabouts the hinges will be. The brick there. Yeah. Great. I'm going to leave that wedged in position, and we're going to offer the other one up and cut that one to the opening as well. So we've got a good gap that end, but just here it starts to get a little bit tighter, so I'll have to mark that and get that cut down a bit. Let's just check. Gap at the base. Yep, that's okay. So I'm just going to tack this in place with some screws till I'm happy with its final destination. Dad has just bought me a new drill, cordless hammer, so this should make light work of it. Cheers, Dad. Sure does. Brilliant. Now, more often than not, it's at this stage things go a little bit awry because you've got quite a lot of movement and play in these hinges, so you have to allow for that. As long as you get a secure fixing. Depends on how hard the bricks are. These are not particularly hard. I don't think I'm going to get that done up, so what you have to do is sometimes put additional raw plugs in. That's why I've gone for bolts and not screws here. Quite a lot of weight. So we just give them a little turn and then tap them in. You can tell at that stage whether or not it's going to be a good fixing. Yeah. If you've got one that's out of line a little from drilling, get the others virtually screwed up first and then put that one in after. And once this is tightened up, we'll take the wedges out and just open and shut it, make sure it doesn't drop too much. Ta-da! Okay, let's see how it closes. Yep, that's going to be fine. Now don't forget, if I needed to make any more adjustments, these are only temporary. I could move this over slightly or lift it up or down when I put the bolts in. I've just got some screws in there at the moment, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to have to move these catches, these stays. They were from the old shutters. They can come out. Quite a lot of fight. There we go. So next we're going to offer this one up. This one's got to be probably cut down a little and scribed in, but we won't know until we get it in situ. So I've put the hinges on this one. Now we have to transfer it to there, scribe it against the other one, and then cut to suit. Just a bit more there. Okay. Perfect. Now this is the hardware, the inside. That's a catch that connects the two together, and that's the stop to stop them blowing inwards. I'm pretty happy with the spacings all the way around. You have to allow for quite a lot of movement in these. They receive quite a lot of weather, and we've got to paint them yet, so always allow a little bit for expansion. So the next job I have to do is make a cover mould over the face of there. We've got to put the stop here, the upstand, so that they both shut onto that. To take these screws out and put the bolts in. So we're just chamfering off the edge with our cover mould, same as we did on the inner frame. Well, that is it for this video. We'll catch up on a later episode and I'll show you the finished product and what colour I paint it. Bye for now.